Okay, so some of the misconceptions about black people that I feel: we don't read. We're always late. We don't stick together. Well, I mean, in a lot of ways, I feel that way too. Shit, I feel like some of you niggas don't like to stick together on shit. You know what I'm saying? You're too busy hating on each other to fucking stick together. But let's see what else we got. We don't. That black men don't date black women. That's a misconception. Let's see. Let's say there's something. Oh, I take that back. Black men that date other races don't date black women. Misconception. Total misconception. Equal opportunity around this motherfucker. Rainbow coalition. Every last one of you can catch it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say for black men, we don't care about our kids. Like so the misconceptions say some of us are deadbeat dads and shit like that. Let's see, black women are too difficult. Misconception. You have to read between the lines about a lot of stuff. All these things amount to me are people in pain, and you got to ask yourself what people have been in. It's not special treatment or anything like that. You can just go through the history. There's generational trauma when you have a people that have been through so much as a people, to go through pain and to not see like the effects of that. You know what I mean? Like, again, pitting black men versus black women like they do, they talk about it in the Willie Lynch letter. Makings of a slave and all that stuff. It's something that I think people need to look a little deeper into. When it comes to that, as far as like just how like certain people are in pain. But it's just the level of treatment. When you've been treated unfair for a very, very long time, you're going to become irate at some point in time. Now, some people can like just get so tired of fucking and they just say, "Hey, fuck it, this is what it is." But you have those people that definitely feel like it's time to fight back. And Marxism is a way to get answers sometimes. Sometimes you gotta make fucking ruckus, and then people respond to it. It doesn't make it right, but it does have a reaction. It does have a way of getting your attention. It's like the baby that cries the most gets the most milk. The guy cries the loudest gets the milk type thing. But misconceptions, like I said, that we don't read. I love to read now. Not in school. Didn't know anything about it. That we don't know how to, let's see what other misconceptions. That we all play basketball and we all rap, all dance and shit. Another misconception. That is not true. All of us don't play basketball. However, I'm one of the people that play basketball and football and baseball. Probably could play soccer. I'm just athletic, it's just still that way. Got a fucked up ass knee, a torn ACL got repaired, but this is not as fast as I used to be, but I can still pull up a jump on your ass. We don't talk about mental health. Misconception. I'm a black man and I'm very, very sound in mental health, psychology, the studies of the brain and how it works and all that stuff. Like that shit, that's a rush for me. I love that shit. To understand the meaning of the suffering, that is what I feel is ideal for all of us, regardless of our race. You know what I'm saying? To understand what does it mean for what I just went through? How do we make sense of this shit? And when you feel like you've done everything right in your mind, in your perspective, you feel like you've done everything right. Shit gets fucked up because it wasn't always about you. And that's what mental health teaches. Mental health shows you that everything ain't about your ass. And again, control your fucking ego and just the whole lot of stuff, man. But let's see what other misconceptions. That we all watch BET. I don't remember the last time I watched BET. I don't really care too much for the programs that be on there. I miss BET that had music videos. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with Video Soul, Donnie Simpson, and Sherry Carter, fine ass. Caribbean Rhythms with Rachel. God damn, she was sexy as shit. I wonder what Rachel looked like now. Either way, Rachel was a bad bitch. She was. She was a bad motherfucker. I got sidetracked thinking about damn Rachel and the Caribbean Rhythms, but it was a, you know what I'm saying, I just don't watch that program anymore. You know what I mean? Like I miss that shit. Or that we all eat, I guess, you know, chicken and watermelon. Misconception, and not every black person eats it, but I tell you what, everybody else eat that shit too. You know, everybody else eat fucking chicken and watermelon. But these misconceptions that you have, or another misconception is that we are ashamed of who we are. Now, some of us, yeah, definitely at some point in time, there's certain aspects of the community, of our community that we're necessarily proud of, but I don't know. I wouldn't say we're just ashamed to be black. I'm definitely proud to be black. But I think that some people equate doing ignorant shit to being black, and that's a misconception, for real. You know, like again, where we're supposed to do this because we're black. No, we call wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Or like just black families not communicating. That's a misconception. I think there's some families that I feel like there are some black families that do communicate with each other and able to like tell each other how they feel. You know what I'm saying? And not holding shit in. I mean, there's a lot of us that have families that don't know how to communicate, don't know how to talk about feelings and all that. But I feel like there's some out there that actually do. That we're all Democrats. That's another misconception about black folk. Newsflash, I'm independent. I don't fuck with neither one of you niggas. Crip of blood, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with y'all at all. Republican or Democrat, man. I feel like this. Anybody that makes a fucking decision about something based off of a party and not looking at the issue is it's not wise. I mean, I think you judge a book by its cover. I think you should hear both sides out and figure out what works for you. You know what I mean? A lot of people won't listen to something just because they feel like they know what they're about. Goes back to that Bruce Lee proverb talking about, you know, going in with your cup full and you're not gonna be able to listen to what the fuck I got. Just listen. You know what I'm saying? That we don't listen to rock music or anything outside of rap or R&B or gospel. Got news for you. I listen to every motherfucking genre, just about. I just listen to music, and when I hear it, I fuck with it. If I don't fuck with it, I don't fuck with it. That's it. Yeah, I feel like those are some misconceptions about black people that at least I feel are misconceptions about black people. I don't even remember half the shit I've said, but that's how I feel. It's off the dome, nothing written down. That's all I got. Have I ever been cheated on or cheated on a girlfriend? I've never, well, you know, when I was younger, I had a girlfriend leave me for my friend. So that happened a few times. You know, that's probably middle school shit. At high school, did it happen? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was very beta, so I wouldn't be surprised if a girl, you know, if she fucked around. Yeah, I know for certain. Yeah, actually, I got confirmation. Yeah, I was cheated on. I was a cuck. I was a beta cuck in the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? The girlfriend I had at the time. But then again, both of us was fucking around on each other. You know, I don't know if that really counts. High school stuff like that. But we'll jump into the adulthood. Have I ever been cheated on? Yes, I have been cheated on. As an adult, it was interesting. I mean, we both were doing shit. I think, yeah, we both were fucking around on each other. Ultimately, when you never seen like a healthy relationship in your life ever, or understand how healthy relationships go, you kind of just do what the fuck happens. And like you hear about people like, oh, you know, somebody cheated on whoever, you think that's just like something that happens, and ultimately it's not how it should go. There should be communication. There definitely should be communication when you're talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a lack of trust. You know what I'm saying? When somebody doesn't have enough care and love for you to say, hey, you know, I'm not into you anymore. So it can be very cowardly, and I definitely had some cowardly moments in my life with when it comes to women, as far as like not being able to tell them, hey, you know, I'm not really into you, and just staying because you're a nice guy. But and then you end up doing what you want to do in the end, and it makes you look bad instead of just being straightforward, you know. And it's part of growing up. I feel like that. I feel like it's part of making mistakes, and when you don't have the proper guidance that you might need when it comes to dating, you get into shit. You tend to try to figure things out on your own, and things don't always go your way. And then when you're a perfectionist, you try to like protect this image of yourself and all this other stuff. You get into a lot of things, and it drives you fucking crazy. Your anxiety goes insane. But yeah, I've been cheated on a few times, I think. I definitely did. I definitely cheated on girlfriends that I've been with in some form or fashion. Well, that's high school. That doesn't count. But yeah, I fucked around on my girlfriend in the summertime. Is that right? Yeah, I fucked around with her in the summertime with another girl or whatever. But we were young. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. I mean, I don't think we knew. I mean, I knew what the fuck I was trying to do, you know. But ultimately, we didn't understand love and how all those things work. But like I said, an adult in relationships and all that, I definitely was what they say, unfaithful. I don't really think that counts when you're fucking dating and shit like that. But like marriage wise, I think that term is more fitting. But yeah, be it you know, once you're hiding shit from your mate, this is just how I feel personally. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once you're hiding something from the person that you're in a relationship with, that's the cheating has begun. And that's what I did, because I didn't know how to communicate. I didn't know how to communicate how I felt. I was on autopilot, like for real. On some serious shit, I was doing autopilot. I was practically in a relationship, mentally, like subconsciously. I was in a relationship like with my mother. You know what I mean? And it sounds kind of crazy, but I would attract women. I would go crazy for women that act just like my mother in some form or fashion. And not necessarily like the good parts, you know, of my mommy. You know what I mean? My mommy's awesome. But there, you know, again, none of us are perfect, and we have those traits or whatever that we get attracted to because it seems familiar to us versus what's best for us. And you know, I find myself in a situation where I was unhappy, but I didn't know how to break it off. So I just did what I wanted to do, and like I said, it wasn't mature. It was a very immature way of handling things. I'm not proud of the things that happened. You know what I'm saying? But it did happen, and it's like wanting to like to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and like, damn, man, you know, all that could have been avoided if you just had this conversation that you were afraid to have, but you were afraid to lose that nice guy reputation and like hurting somebody. You put somebody else's feelings ahead of yours. And that's something that was taught. That's something that was taught. I was never, you know, I didn't have my own feelings. I wasn't, you know, I didn't have, I wasn't taught that my feelings mattered. I was always taught that everything else mattered around me. You know, like again, I couldn't say how I felt about certain things, you know, and so you tend to do shit. You're gonna find a way. Like it's like a volcano. It's like you try to suppress everything that you got going on the side. It's gonna find a way to come out in some form of fashion. So it's best to learn how to communicate so that you don't fucking lose your shit. And I lost my shit. I got, you know, again, I just wanted to I wanted to be loved. I mean, I was a spoiled kid, but I also was like afraid of confrontation. So if I wanted something, I'd find a way to get it, even if I was told I couldn't get it. You know what I mean? And again, that's what happens when you don't know how to communicate. You get into shit. and I got into shit, just like emotional affairs, which is like any woman. I don't say any woman, but a lot of people will say that emotional affairs are worse than actually just having sex with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because you're there with them mentally, you're gone. You're like, your head is gone, and the body will soon follow. But mentally, I was already out of shit. You know what I'm saying? I was running away with the idea of me and whoever that person was. You know what I'm saying? And just not knowing how to love ultimately, and that's what it really boils down to. I feel like in the book, Charlemagne's got what is it called? Anxiety playing tricks on me, or what? Shook One's anxiety playing tricks on me. What a psychiatrist that it had in there. When a person cheats, it's not about the person they're cheating on or the person they're cheating with. It's about that person and validation and what they feel like they're lacking or something in their life. And yeah, I was definitely lacking. I was lacking self-love. I didn't love myself. There's no way in hell I was going to be able to love either woman. You know what I'm saying? And you learn these things as you get older, how these things work, and what to do going forward, man. Just wanting to be better. Want to be better, understanding how healthy relationships work. Try to be more open and honest about intentions, about what you want to do, or what works for you, what doesn't. Trying to be authentic daily as much as possible. And even that brings anxiety, because you kind of question, because you've been in survival modes all this time and you've been being a chameleon. You want to verify that you're being yourself, and it's been so long since you've been yourself, you don't know what is what. So. But it's a process. It's a process, and that's what mental health and self-reflection is all about doing. So, I think I answered the question in a very lengthy way. Have you ever been cheated on? I sure have. Have you ever cheated on a woman? Definitely. But you learn from it. Hopefully. Yeah. Try to learn from your mistakes, man. Really ask why you did it. Because, like I said, there's nothing worse than losing trust in somebody, be it a friend, be it a girlfriend, whatever. Trust is something that, it takes time, man, to build that back up. It takes time to build that trust up. So having open lines of communication, being able to talk about whatever, no matter how bad it is, anybody will appreciate you for it. So I try to maintain that idea of being honest with anything that's being asked of me, and try to make sure that I'm being my most authentic self. How can a man better himself once he's hit rock bottom in life? Accept it. Accept where you are. Work on being a better person by reading books. Anything you want to learn how to do is in a book. For those of us that not able to afford books, YouTube is your fucking friend. YouTube has information that you would not even believe from some of the best people in life that have had that same issue. You know what I'm saying? So, I would say that you put the focus on yourself. Self-care, self-love is a way to do it. Putting yourself first for once. Keeping the focus on you, and fucking knows, man. All over the damn place. Samantha and shit. Bewitched. But yeah, you want to put the focus and understand and you want to hold yourself accountable and look at yourself and be like, okay, what can I work on? Ultimately, is what I think. Apply yourself. Focus on the effort and not the reward. What else, man? Forgive yourself. I'm still working on that shit, man. Like, trauma. Doing things you had no business doing. And it still haunts you to this day. But forgive yourself is definitely a way to better yourself. That's ultimately. Once you learn to forgive yourself, it'll be easier for you to forgive others that have caused harm to you, and understand that it's everything wasn't your fault. Everything wasn't your fault. But take ownership for what you actually did. Um, get in tune with your mind. Learn how your brain works, and it'll teach you everything else you need to know. Where your heart moves, your body moves, and all that stuff. This shit here is your focus. You need to learn the fucking brain. Um, find your passion. Find your purpose, rather. Find your purpose in life. What that is. You understand? Like what brings you joy? What makes you want to get up every day? Find your why. Find a why and never lose that why every day. When you wake up and there's days you don't feel like getting up, remember your why of why you're doing this shit. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like, work out so you can feel good. I mean, if you look good, you feel good, you look good. It all goes in together. You know what I'm saying? Start working out. Working out your mind too. Practicing mindfulness. Practice gratitude. There's always something positive there, and there's always something negative. So it's all about what you focus on. Being positive, being grateful for all of which that you have in your life, and don't worry about the shit that you don't have. Yeah, set a goal, and to get the things that you want, and anything that is a distraction from you getting that goal, remove it. That's how you do it. You write it down, you figure out what you want, and then you focus. Everything's about focus. Because failure to plan is a plan to fail, and it's always going to be that way. So, I mean, if I had to say a way of like bettering myself, is definitely educate yourself, forgive yourself, work at yourself, work out more, work your brain out, meditate, practice mindfulness, practice gratitude, just lose entitlement. Yeah, lose entitlement. It's, lose your ego, find your soul. I'll say that every episode if I can. Lose your ego, find your soul, and do for you. Actually, put yourself first. And don't confuse. Don't let people confuse you with being like that you're selfish or something like that, because you're putting yourself first. You got to put your mask on first on the plane before you help anybody else. That's what's recommended, and that's what you need to do. You need to help yourself. So help yourself so that you can help others, and that's really you're not able to help the poor if you're one of them. So you need to get rich, figuratively. So you have to take care of yourself, and then you can help others. But I think those are pretty good ways that at least I see that we can try to better ourselves as like a man that hit rock bottom. So if you are watching this, man, and you hit rock bottom, and don't give up. That's another thing. Do everything you can to not give up. It's all in your mind. Your mind lies to you. You are not your thoughts. I had to learn that the hard way. You are not your thoughts. So continue to press forward. And if you get to wake up in the morning, that's God and the universe giving you another chance to make things right in your life that you feel are wrong, or just be better. Just do your best. That's all you can do is do your best. And each level that you in life that you get to is going to require a new best. So just stay with that, and I think that should be helpful. Yeah, that should be helpful. Don't give up, King.